Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about my great to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side so once we have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Now it's exciting February of 2023 as we are expecting a lot of new policy will be announced, and I think today is just the first of its kind, noticing that since the Job and Skills Summit in September last year, and also the budget review, and including the Department of Home Affairs welcomes all the stakeholders around the world to provide an input for potential new policy to improve the Australian visa system. Now this month is very vital because the department is looking forward to announce all the new policies. Now today, or in fact yesterday, they have already done it, but I think there has been some technical issue on the immigration website. But let's have a look first. Now shall we turn to the state of Queensland first, and then the second half of this video we'll turn to the federal government. Let's have a look the government of Queensland. Now what has Queensland already done, noticing that the federal government has been issuing a lot of 189 visa. So instead of people choosing to do subclass 189 rather than coming to a 491, Queensland has done an additional link here. It says register for consideration of priority process. Now what does that do? That's an additional link, isn't it? So of course everybody will want to get into priority, noticing that for example, a lot of people, my viewers, had left a comment how Tasmania and also South Australia and Western Australia is taking a huge amount of time to process the state nomination. And then because once you get nomination, then you can process for the visa application. So if the nomination takes a long time to actually be processed, obviously your visa will be delayed. So by aligning with the initiative of the nation, the government of Australia, the state of Queensland has actually done this extra registration consideration priority process. Now what does that do? That basically requires the applicant or the agent or lawyer helping the applicant to have everything ready by means of, they call it, decision-ready application. Now for general practice point of view, my firm and how I deal with my applications, they're always in a decision ready status. I don't take application which is half ready and get the money from applicant and submit it. But I do know there are people doing things like this that actually drags the whole process and more delay, and that causing backlog as well. So once you click on this, you will potentially go into this web page as it explains. Due to the increase of subclass 189 invitation being issued by Department of Home Affairs Migration, Queensland invites onshore and offshore applicants who meet Queensland skill nomination criteria and are decision ready. So the keyword here is decision ready to register the consideration of priority or process. So what do you do here? Now let's read on with this one. Please do not register if you previously already been registered, and registration is not available for SBO. That's different 491 visa applications for the small business owners. So what do? You go down to the very bottom. Now you can see up there. Now you will have these four options. Okay, so first one says onshore skill applicant without an agent or lawyer, and the second one is onshore with the agent or lawyer. The third one is offshore skill applicant without an agent or lawyer, and fourth one is offshore skill applicant with an agent or lawyer. So whichever the link that you click, I mean it's a duplication for me. If I'm gonna design this, just you get an option to select in during the application process. But anyway, they have put it in that order. So once you click in there, it's gonna be a fairly easy You can see here right in the middle. Let me just magnify that a little bit. Okay, so you basically click on start, put in your name, put in whatever the answer code that you have, and obviously if it's decision ready, all of these documentation should be already ready, isn't it? Okay, so that's how you deal with the migration. Queensland, should you wanted to choose to migrate to Queensland, they have this extra processing require, so that can make the application quicker. So how quick can they be? I don't know, but I'll say within 2 weeks everything shall be done if everything is decision ready. I had previous experience, got an application nomination done by the Queensland government within 2 days. So you might as well, if you have things ready and you wanted to choose to go to Queensland, do that one. Make sure you register for priority registration. All right, now next one is the news coming from immigration itself. Now this is actually, let me just magnify that too, so you can actually read it better. Ooh, this is better, isn't it? Okay, so yesterday we don't care about 14th of the technical maintenance. Yesterday on the 13th of February, there has actually been a very important announcement by the, as you read here, says permanent resident pathway for temporary skill shortage TSS subclass 482 visa holder with an occupation on the regional occupation list. Now, what's about it? When I click on this, obviously there has been a technical issue there. You cannot, the page is empty, but I managed to find out the actual detail that I'm going to read it out here for you. So what's going to happen here, it says from 1st July 2022, change commands improve access to the permanent resident. So this is basically a thank you, migration pathway for people who had contributed during the pandemic and working in regional Australia. So the detail is here. It says temporary skill shortage TSS subclass 482 visa holders. Now obviously these visa holders, they are under the occupation within the regional occupation list. Now we're going to take you to see the regional occupation list later, who have been in Australia for at least 1 year. So you only need to be there for 1 year during 1st February 2020 and 14th of December 2021. So if you have been in Australia in 2020 or 2021, basically within this 2-year time period, you are eligible to apply for permanent resident through the temporary resident transition 186. Okay, stream of ENS 186 visa. Applicant must meet all the requirements, so pretty obvious. In addition to the short-term stream, the government is advising the pathway is also available for medium-term TSS visa holder with this is important part, with an occupation on regional occupation list. So because there is a correlation lapsing between different occupation. Well, the former government make it so complicated anyway. So let's go in and have a look at the regional occupation list, shall we? So this is the regional occupation list. How do I confirm that? This is actually the law, and you see regional occupation list. So if you are this occupation and you have been working, holding a 482 visa, beautiful. Obviously you probably working in regional. So let me have a quick read, although they are, how many of them? 77 of these occupations. So if you have been holding 482 visa and during the period of 2020 and 21, if you're an agricultural farmer, cotton grower, fruit nut and grower, mixed crop farmer, sugarcane grower, so this is all the agricultural occupation. If you have been in the regional Australia, most of the agricultural related occupation will be in there. Public relation manager, policy and planning manager, project builder, procurement manager, medical admin, regional education manager, sport admin, caravan and camping ground manager, post office manager, amusement center manager, fitness center manager, sports center manager, cinema theater manager, financial institution branch manager, human resource advisor, work place relation, policy liaison officer, market research analysis, aeroplane pilot, flying instructor, helicopter pilot, shipmaster, media designer, winemaker, and lists go on. There's a lot, but the dentist, translator, intellectual property lawyer, community art worker, agricultural technician, operating theater technician, pathology collector, construction estimator, safety inspector, maintenance planner, vehicle painter, floor finisher, electrical lines worker, zookeeper, nursery person, gas and petroleum operator, dental people, driving instructor, funeral worker, flight. Well, I don't know. During these 2 years, there's probably a need on funeral workers, flight attendant, first aid trainer, jockey, clinical coder, property manager, and real estate representative. So if you're within these 77 occupation, well, obviously you might want to Google this list again, or you can click on pause on my video, and you have been working in Australia in 2020 or 21 with a period of 12 months. You're welcome to actually launch this visas, and this visa is actually, this pathway is currently available for 2 years from 1st July 2022. So it's from July last year until 30th of June next year. Now, why wouldn't this be announced last year? I don't know, but I think the government has just been too busy in adjusting and getting the backlog done. But anyway, it's a good news for everyone. Good news for Queensland, and good news for the skilled workers who has been contributing their times in regional Australia. This is an opportunity for you to become a permanent resident, and we can see that the Labor government of Australia is actually very welcome, and I'm excited to see more news and new policies coming up in February. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Once we have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting insight. And should you have more question, query, more than welcome to leave a comment right down below, and I see you next video. Goodbye.